Om Namah Shivāya. Very well, this is the third day of this seminar. Maxi seminar, but included in our daily practices in this starting community in GANESHPURI, so Parabhairavayoga. And we're in the holy land of my lineage, in the land of my guru, Muktānanda. His land, this land is blessed by his existence here, yes, and by the existence of Muktānanda and by the existence of Svāmī Nityānanda is here. Many people are still devotees of these two gurus, yes, and it's still very natural to be here. So we are not all the time conscious that in this town, yes, these two great beings live, yes, in the past. It's like nature, yes, we walk, we never think. No, I think, but maybe you don't think, yes. These trees around, yes, the trees where they were maybe trekking, yes, we are walking through these trees, yes. So it's the land of these great beings. Okay, this is the starting point of our community here. This is not official announcement, but it's some off-the-record announcements. We are founding this community, starting humble, like all the starting, yes, but in the future will grow and will become bigger and bigger. And we come with a new name, yes, we start in the community of Siddha Yoga. I start myself there, as I move away, and I founded other yoga with my acharya, yes, in Argentina. Next, I left that, yes, and now I founded Parabhairavayoga, yes. But even the presence of, beyond the presence of different names, yes, in my life, Siddha Yoga, Kritimo Yoga, now Parabhairavayoga, the same essence, yes, the same teachings in the background, yes, Trika teaching, yes, Trika Shaivism teaching. And so it's the same. Because it's not the name, it's the people, yes, and it's this state of the self accompanying us all the time. Okay, aphorism 30. Tasman mukti sarva kranta cha labhyartha tatha. Therefore, liberation is the possession of everybody as well as the goal to be attained. I mean, this is the mystery, the paradox about liberation. First sentence with synonyms. Tasmat tena muktir moksha sarva kranta sarva jana hastagata cha labhyartha prapyartha tatha. This is the possession, yet hastagata, because this is word. So therefore, liberation or emancipation is the possession of everybody, as well as the goal to be attained or achieved. So therefore, yes, tasmat in the aphorism, yes, so I put a synonym, tena. Tena literally means for that. So you can add for that reason, or therefore. Yes. Liberation, mukti, or emancipation, moksha, is the possession of everybody, yes. Is the akranta, yes, akranta, yes, according to the dictionary, and now I will tell you, means that is accessible to everybody. So it's the possession of everybody. Slowly. And sarvajana hastagata, his gata. Gata literally means gone, but also means located, yes, situated in some place. For example, if I tell you Madhya Gata, yes, it's located at the center, yes, or in the middle of something. So hasta, hand. So it's at hand. It's placed at hand. It's in a position at hand. This is a possession. Akranta. Akranta. Accessible, I told you. The translation is taking possession of, loaded, obtain, possesses, akranta, approach, attack, overspread, was a lot of things. Possession, in the possession of, there. Approach, frequent, yes, accessible, I told you. A lot of, according to different scriptures, different meanings. So everybody is sarva, yes, sarvajana, all the people, as well as cha, tatha, the goal to be attained or achieved. Yes, it is the artha, the goal to be attained, lapya or prapya, the same. They are synonyms. Second sentence. Muktischa sarvajana swatva vishishta sarvabhutanam swatantra paramashivaikadmyatva cha labhyartha paramatmadashaya vastaviko palabdhya bhavatva cha. Liberation is both the possession of everyone, because all the beings are identical with the free Paramashiva, and the goal to be attained, because there is no actual realization of the state of the Supreme Self. So liberation is both the possession, so the swatva vishishta of everyone. Why? Because all the beings are identical with the free Paramashiva now, yes? Sarvabhutas, all the Sarvabhutas, Sarvabhutanam. Sarvabhutanam is the genitive case plural. So it's, when you want to speak about someone, you put in singular, or about some people is in plural, and you use genitive case. So Sarvabhutanam. So in the case of of all the beings, yes? What? Swatantra Paramashiva Aikad Myatvat. So the literal translation is because unity with Paramashiva, with the free Paramashiva. So in the case of all the beings, because unity with the free Paramashiva, you have to translate because all the beings are one or identical with the free Paramashiva. Do you understand? This is the logic in Sanskrit. That's why it's the possession of everybody. But because these people are Paramashiva, but they don't realize that they're Paramashiva, they think that they are Rachana, yes, Natalia. This is Paramashiva. That's why it's like they don't have this liberation. That's why both the possession of everybody and at the same time the goal to be attained, because they don't have. And they are, but they don't realize. The goal to be attained, labhyartha. Why? Because there is no actual realization of the state of the Supreme Self. Paramatma dashaya. So in the same way, yes, now in genitive case dasha, dashayaha. So in the case of the state of the Supreme Self, vastavika upalabdhi abhavatvat. Because there is absence of real realization. So you translate all this in the case of the state of the Supreme Self, because there is absence of real realization. You translate all this like because there is no actual realization of the state of the Supreme Self. Now it's better. So you don't realize, it's like you don't have. It's clear. I know that you maybe you want to add some extra comments about etymology in Sanskrit, but please stop. Control yourself, please. And with the scholar, when we have the visit of a scholar in the future, the scholars are coming. I know, I feel this. I have feeling. You will see a scholar in the middle, yes, commenting or adding things. Yes, you will see how slow you are. You will feel how slow you are and how because start the comment, flow. This is the good thing of having a scholar around. as knowledge commands us to move. It's like me duplicate, yes, or triplicate. It's you, but duplicate. I cannot imagine my acharya of Sanskrit could be here, yes. Can you imagine? My acharya of Sanskrit telling me, yes, but the etymology coming from this, from that, is crazy. So enrich all the seminar. Aphorism 31, long aphorism. Abhikshana prash, and very difficult to write this. You will see. Abhikshana prashna pekshaya kim kartavyata vishishta dashayam vishishta desha ityadi sada samanotaram paramashivanugraherna paramashiva veda sakshatkara iti. Difficult to write because I put first my ideas into English, and next I have to put that into Sanskrit, so to adapt. So with reference to the frequent question about what to do under certain circumstances, in a certain place and such, the answer is always the same: to realize by Paramashiva's grace that one is Paramashiva. This teaching, it's like a slogan, yes, you write and put on the wall of your house, yes, when you are distressed, yes, by something, when you don't know what to do, when you lose your faith, yes, you read there. What to do, yes? To realize by Paramashiva's grace that one is Paramashiva. Yes, so, I'm Paramashiva. So you focus again. You recover your focus. Yes, when life pressing you and you feel, oh my God abandoned me, yes, so you read there, I'm Paramashiva, and I remember again. This is the quality of the great yogi, that he all the time remembers that he's Paramashiva. This is a Swachanda Tantra. First sentence with synonyms, long first sentence. Abhikshana prashna pekshaya gatha mana pricha sambandhena kim kartavyata vishishta dashayam savishesha stitishu vishishta deshe savishesha sthana ityadi sada sarvada samanotara mananya pratipacham paramashiva nugraherna Parameshwara prasadena Paramashiva Veda Sakshatkara Parameshwarai Kyo Palabdhiriti. Oh, look at it. With reference to the frequent question about what to do under certain circumstances, in a certain place and such, the answer is always the same: to realize by Paramashiva's grace, by the favor of the Supreme Lord, that one is Paramashiva, that one is the Supreme Lord. Apparently it's like the aphorism, yes, but when you read in Sanskrit, you realize that it's not the same, because all the synonyms there, yes. Because I couldn't translate the synonym with another word, because it's the same meaning, practically the same meaning, yes, so you feel that it's the same aphorism in English. But in Sanskrit, no, it's very different. With reference to, yes, in the aphorism we use apekshaya, yes, apekshaya is with reference to. But in the comment I use sambandhena, yes, it's the same, it's a synonym. So you don't see the difference with reference to, because I put with reference to apekshaya and sambandhena. It's not that they put with reference to apekshaya and with regard to, with respect to. No, because it's the same meaning. Exactly. The frequent, yes, abhikshana, synonym, gatamana, from the verb gat, frequent. Question, prashna, or pricha, the same. As you see in reading Guru Gita, maybe you didn't realize when they say, when they be, Chan Guru Gita. In the website you have the full translation of Guru Gita, the short version. This is the short version. There is a long version that is there, but not completely. So Kailasa shikare ramye bhakti samdhana nayakam pranamya parvati bhaktya shankaram parya prichata. Yes, prichata question, but here is the verb paripracha is prach, double CCH in transliteration. So Kailasa shikare ramye is on the summit of the Kailasa, the Mount Kailasa. Ramye is on the Ramya, on the beautiful, attractive, nice, yes, summit of Mount Kailasa. Bhakti Sandhana Nayakam, to the one who guides, who leads, yes, guide, to lead to Sandhana, to union by devotion. What? Pranamya, after bowing to. So after bowing to the one who leads to the union by devotion, Shiva is epithet or epithet? Epithet of Shiva. Parvati, the wife of Shiva, Bhaktya, with devotion. Shamkaram, again Shiva, yes, to Shamkaram, Paraprichata, she asked, is past tense. Pariprach, Paryaprichata, you put an I in the middle between pari and prach, and prach transforming preach to conjugate this complex verb. So Parvati, after on the nice or beautiful summit of Mount Kailasa, and after bowing to the one who leads to union by devotion, Parvati, with devotion herself, asked Shankara. So you see, pariprach is conjugated like paryaprichata. So pricha question, yes, there is a relationship. It's very simple. You see, when I accelerate, what's the problem? About what to do, yes, the question about what to do, yes, kim kartavyata, yes, because what is kim, and kartavya is to do, yes, kartavya, to be done. So ta, the final ta, adds the sense of the state of. For example, yogita, the state of being a yogi, yes, it's like yogihood. Translate this, is inventing some word. Yogihood. Ta or tua add the sense of a state. Tattva, the state of thatness, yes, it exists, is that, tattva. Or purnatva, the state of to be fullness, or to be perfection. Tua or ta are exchangeable, you can exchange. Wow, so confusing English with this. And under certain circumstances, what to do under certain circumstances? Vishishta, special. Dashayam, yes, states. Special states. So, certain circumstances. So, a synonym, savishesha, stitishu. So, stiti. Stitishu is because it's all the time in locative cases. That's why it changes, stitishu. So in savishesha stitis, yes, stitis is positions, different positions. Savishesha with particularity, with a particular. Vishesha literally means with particularity, or with specialty, something like this. So under special or particular states or positions. So because now we are here, yes, in this position, our bodies, our mind, yes, you are, I don't know what are you doing, but you are crying all the time, yes, you are, I'm joking, you are like the face, I have no idea what I'm doing here, yes, all the time you're feeling like this, what is this? And well, this is now. Next, all this change again. You will be in Mumbai, you in Mumbai, I will be in Moscow, you will be in Moscow too. My wife is in Moscow. So different position, but so what to do is this, the same. In a certain place, yes, now we are here, Vishita Desha, yes, we're in a certain, in a special place, Savishesha Stane, yes, because Desha and Stana means place, the same. And such, yes, Ityadi, etc., yes, things like this. So, when all this changes, yes, the answer is always the same. Sada, yes, always. Sarvada, always. Samana Uttara, yes, is the same answer. Uttara, the same Uttara. Ananya Prativachanam. Prativachana and Uttara is the same meaning, answer. And Samana, the same. Or Ananya, no other, yes, no other. Ananya, no other is the same too. So it's synonyms. What is this? To realize is sakshatkara, karaha, yes, so to realize. Sakshatkara or upalabdhi. By literal meaning is realization, because it's difficult to write in Sanskrit to realize. It's realization, upalabdhi. By Paramashiva's grace, Paramashiva Nugraherna, by the favor of the Supreme Lord, yes, Parameshwara Prasadena. So, in this context, Anugraha, grace, and Prasada, favor, is the same meaning, has the same meaning. Of birth, the same meaning. And that one is Paramashiva Veda, yes, that one is Paramashiva, that there is unity with Paramashiva. That one is the Supreme Lord, Parameshwara Aikya, yes, again, Aveda e Aikya, unity with Parameshwara or Paramashiva. Second sentence. Paramatma Dashaya Vastavika Kya Bhavatwad Guror Anavarata Prachodanani. Anavarata, remember? Uninterrupted, yes, Anavarata continues. Prachodanani Paramashiva Nugraha Yogena Tat Kripayaiva Swasata Hridayatwena Paramashiva Vastarjane Laksham Badhnanti. Because there is no actual realization of the state of the Supreme Self, the constant precepts of the Guru aim at the acquisition by means of Paramashiva's grace through his compassion of the state of Paramashiva as being the core of one's own existence. So, because there is no actual realization, yes, abhavatvad, yes, because there is absence, there is absence, it's the logic in Sanskrit, of vastavika, of an actual realization, an actual khyati, of the state, of the dasha, of the Supreme Self, Paramatma. So the constant, yes, the uninterrupted, continual, the constant, anavarata, precept, yes, all this prachodanane, yes, prachodanam, yes, like, you remember, foundational principle, this precepts or principle, yes, of the Guru, precept or precepts?
Precepts.
Eh?
Precepts.
Precepts. It's complicated. I have my dictionary here. My dictionary, English sometimes is so complicated, the pronunciation. Precept. All these precept, all the time changing, what the best is language. In Spanish, for example, you pronounce what you, in general, you pronounce what you write. In general, some changes sometimes, but in general, so it's very nice. In English, no. So you have to practice to spell all the time. So the constant precepts of the Guru aim at the acquisition by means of Paramashiva's grace through his compassion of the state of Paramashiva as being the core of one's own existence. So the constant prachodanam of the Guru, yes, the precepts, aim at, yes, laksham badhnanti, yes, they are locked on. They are locked on, like when lock on, yes, when you are in a jet, yes, in a fighter, yes, and you lock on the target, yes, lock on, yes, lock on the target. So, tak, aim at, yes, so lock on. Lock on the target and you shoot. Yes, you shoot the missile. And aim at the acquisition, yes, the arjana. The acquisition, the labha, the arjana. By means of the adhigama, another synonym. By means of yogena. Yoga, when you decline in instrumental case, yogena, you can translate by means of yoga, or by yoga, or you can translate directly by means of, without adding union, by means of the union. No, you don't need. It's by means of only. By means of Paramashiva's grace, Paramashiva Nugraha, through his compassion, through his kripa, yes, kripa, of the state of Paramashiva, of the avastha or dasha of Paramashiva, as being the core, yes, hridaya tuena, yes, with the state of hridaya, with the state of the core of one's own existence, of swasata, of the own existence, our own existence, our own sata. So, and where is now the Paramashiva's grace? All the constant precepts of the Guru aim at the acquisition by means of Paramashiva's grace, through his compassion. Where is now? The scripture. This scripture revealed, yes, from him. All this came from him. It's impossible for a common person to write this. Because how? All of a sudden, I need to write. No, it's his grace. It's obvious. Even if my Sanskrit is not perfect like the best scholarly treatises, no, but it's communicate the meaning, yes. Anyway, this is his grace. This is his kripa. My coming here, his kripa too, yes. Traveling so long, yes, many hours, this is his kripa, his compassion. All is for what? For the acquisition of the state of Paramashiva as being the core of one's own existence, for you to realize that you are him, and this is the core of your existence. It's not the money the core of your existence, it's not the family, it's not the government, the country, whatever. It's not, it's him. Okay. Now a little break, 5-10 minutes, and next we'll continue because the other affirmation is long. We'll start now the second part, yes, because I divided the aphorism, the first 31, next 32 to 62, and then 63 to 92, yes, 3 parts. We're starting next, the second part. This is the end of the first part. Om Namah Shivāya, Om Namah Shivāya. Very well. These breaks are important for people to relax the intellect. Yes, that's why every hour or every 45 minutes or every half an hour, depends on the context, I call for a break. Yes, because in the case of a scholar like me, yes, used to make great effort with the intellect. It's like an athlete. Imagine an athlete is running and you cannot catch up with that athlete, yes, so you need rest or. Well, so a scholar can be studying complex texts for long, and he feels better, because the opposite, feels better studying a lot. But disciples, especially you are starting, in general, yes, starting. So your intellect needs rest, a lot of thinking, yes. The future, I can presume more, it could be 3 hours study in one session. But when the intellect is tired, you start to develop headaches, and you feel bad, yes, and here, pain. It's like a muscle, so cannot work a lot. Okay, aphorism 32. Yes, we start the second part. I divided it in 3 parts because it was very long for... In the blog, yes, I divided it in 3 parts. In the blog, in 3 parts because... 3. Because very long for the blog to deal with such a long text, yes. But here in my offline copy, I have all in one, but divided anyway in 3 parts, but in one. Aphorism 32 is long too. Muktim udishya yavat jivena pradhanaha sarvarnya nishpattayo yato shirshaka deha van mukti hinam jivitam. Very interesting this. The shirshaka deha. All other achievements in life are secondary with respect to liberation, because a life without liberation is like a body without a head. This is the shirshaka deha. But first sentence, synonyms. Muktim udishya moksha vishay yava jivena yava jivama pradhana gaurnaha sarvarnyanishpatayo sarva para sadhanani yato yasmad ashirshaka dehavat ashiraska tanu van mukti hinam jivitam moksha rahito jiva. Not shirshaka, ashirshaka dehavat. So all other achievements in life are secondary or subordinate with reference to liberation or emancipation. Because a life existence without liberation, devoid of emancipation, is like a body without a head. So all other achievement, yes, sarvanya, all other nishpati, all other achievement. Synonym, sarva para sadhanani, yes, all other sadhanam, yes, sadhanam, not sadhana. Sadhana is this bad translated practice, it's not practice. Sadhana is this spiritual path, leading straight to liberation. Sadhana means leading straight to. In this case, sadhanam, neuter gender, so it is achievement. So sarvanya, sarvapara, yes, all other achievement in life, yes. So while living, yava jivena, yes, while living, yava jivam, are secondary. Apradhanaha, yes, gaunaha. In the aphorism, apradhanaha, are not essential, are secondary or subordinate, yes, gaunaha. With respect, udishya, with reference to, yes, with reference to vishaya, is the same. Liberation or emancipation, but udishya you use with the accusative case of the noun. That's why I wrote muktim udishya, with respect to mukti, but mukti in accusative case. But vishaya you can use with reference to or with respect to, you can use in a compound, at the end of a compound. So you don't say muktim vishaya, you see mukti vishaya or moksha vishaya in a compound. With respect to reference to liberation or emancipation, with reference to mukti or moksha, because yatas yasmat, a life or existence, yes, jivita, a jiva, the same. Without liberation, devoid of emancipation, yes, mukti hinam, without mukti, without liberation. Moksha rahita, devoid of emancipation, is like what? A body without a head. Ashirshaka deha, a body without any shirsha, without any, no shirsha, any head. Synonym, ashiraska tanu, a body tanu without any shiras, head. It's clear, yes? Second sentence. Bandi shalikaya kakshwavari yadyapi swayam vaset tathapi tasmin sambhoga swachandya bhavatvat atipirda suduhkamapi bhavet yat swayam susamridho yadyapi syat tathapi soti sukhi na bhavet tasya tat tadanubhava sambhoga samarthatvat. Again, yadyapi tathapi, yes. Although or even if tathapi, even so, yes, or yet. This is all the time the correlation. Yadyapi, although one could live in the best cell of a prison, yet since in him there is no freedom to fully enjoy, there would be tremendous suffering and great pain. To wit, even if, to wit is that's to speak, yes, so that is. To wit, even if oneself were excessively prosperous, nevertheless, one could not be completely happy due to his incapacity to fully enjoy the various experiences. So, although yadyapi, one, swayam, yes, swayam you can use like oneself, yes, swayam, could live, vaset, from the verb vas, yes, but vaset in optative case, third person singular, and not vasati, he lives, no, or one lives, no, one could live, or would live, yes, in this case, could live, in the best cell, kaksha vare, yes, in the vara, in the vest, kaksha, of a prison. A prison is a bandi shalikaya. This bandi I have to check. Some little strange. Maybe there is a little type here. Bandi no, there is no type. I was suspecting that maybe bandi, but no, because bantha bondages. No, bandi shalikaya. So in a bandi shalika, yes, of a prison, of a bandi shalika. Yet, even if you could live in the best cell of a prison, yes, in a BIP, very important person cell, yes, BIP is VIP, BIP in Spanish, BIP, that's a BIP, VIP cell, yes. Yet, tathapi, since in him, in that person, in yourself, there is no freedom, tasmin, yes, in him, swachanda abhavatvat, because there is absence of swachanda, of freedom, to fully enjoy, yes, sambhoga, not only bhoga, sambhoga, yes, sam as intensity, sambhoga. Apart from intensity, the prefix sam, what else? What other thing does it add? Sam. Group, mutual group. For example, when you chant the chant, yes, we use the name kirtana. But kirtana doesn't mean chanting. It means saying, mentioning. But we use like chanting. Chanting would be Gita. So when you add some kirtana, you transform some in the nasal N, yes, sankirtana, sangita. So chanting together. So when we chant together, it's not a Gita, it's a Sangita or a Sankirtana. You understand? Better Sangita, but Kirtana is traditional, Sankirtana. When you chant alone, Kirtana, Gita, Sankirtana together. In this case, intensive, intensify. This prefix intensifies, yes, full enjoy. There would be bhaved, yes, optative case of bhu, to be. There would be tremendous suffering. Ati is superlative. Ati pirda, yes, suffering. Pirda, tremendous pressure, suffering. and great pain, sudukham, yes, great, happy, even, yes, even, or also great pain, sudukham, dukham, pain. To wit, that is, or namely, yes, in other words, to wit, even if, yadyapi again, oneself were, yes, syat, excessively prosperous, yes, susambritaha, excessively sambritaha, excessively prosperous. That person could be striving a lot, yes. Nevertheless, tatapi, yes, or yet, or nevertheless, yes, I'm changing the meaning to not to be very redundant. One could not be, one in this case, sah, yes, or he, could not be navavet completely happy, atisuki. Not only suki, atisuki, completely happy. Due to his incapacity, tasya asamarthatvat, because he's asamartha, he's incapacitated, he's not powerful enough, he's not samartha enough to fully enjoy, capacitated for what? For doing what? For fully enjoying, or to fully enjoy the various various. The various experiences, the various anubhavas. It's clear. So you're in prison, yes, you are not free. So even if the best selling in prison, but you're in prison. You cannot enjoy Mother Nature like in a park, for example. No, you're in prison. You don't care, okay, no problem. So in the same way, you are not free from bondage, yes, this spiritual bondage, yes, you cannot fully enjoy your life, the bare experience, because you all the time and you know, you see an elephant, yes, and you say, oh, an elephant. So you don't see the marvel, you don't see Shakti, the glorious Shakti, the glorious power of the Lord. You only see objects or people or something, but you don't see the marvel. So you cannot fully enjoy all the things that life can give you. All this life, the only purpose, I was said this by a teacher, not my main acharya, but another acharya I met in the past, at the end of 90s. This acharya was an acharya of the fourth way, yes, the famous fourth way, yes, the way of Buddhism, but next continued by other people, yes. He told me, all around you, all these things you see around you, this was in 1999 around, he told me, is for you to develop. Their viewpoint of the fourth way is for you to develop, for you to grow, for you to grow. Our viewpoint is for you to enjoy, for you to be happy. Why is this like this? A different, yes? They say in the fourth way, for you to develop, it's right. We say for you to enjoy, for you to become elevated. It's like develop elevated, but for you to enjoy. Why it is? Where it is coming from, this teaching? This is a prachodana, it's a precept, it's a principle. Where is this coming from? You have to know, yes. There's a seminar about this.
To enjoy all the liberation.
Yes, no, but where is this coming from, this teaching? What happened?
We have to realize our own nature.
You know this in the seminar I tell. No, because when Shiva was creating the universe, to start with, yes, you saw the videos. Yes, Sadashiva Tattva. The Bhagavān is creating the tattvas. Remember the Shadattva, the mantras create the tattvas. Remember the Varnas create the Kalas, the mantras, the tattvas, the Pada, the Bhuvana, the words. Yes, what? No. This is the sound that Shiva made, showing uncertainty. Yes, showing reluctance, and that's why these sounds are not very good. Yes, because it's the sounds of Shiva, reluctant. No, I don't want to create the universe. I don't want to manifest the universe because I want to enjoy. Yes, understand? I want to. It's like when you're with a beautiful man or a beautiful woman, yes, and someone ring the bell. No. You understand something like this? No. You don't want to know, but you have to go. But so stop the creation. The letter U, yes, and it. That's why the position of the vowel. I Shiva, I Shakti. I, U, re. No. This is a no, Shiva. I don't want. So Shakti promised him, this universe will be for your enjoyment, for your elevation, not for your sadness, for your misery. And when you get liberation, and you enjoy later all this state of liberation, she is fulfilling her promise. So another definition of liberation is the fulfillment of Shakti's promise. More poetic, but it's like it's real. So he continues. A, I, O, and continue with the letters. Continue with the alphabet. So when you're in samsara, yes, you feel that Shakti is betraying Shiva, yes, because look at this, yes. What is this? For example, here is what is a bus? Yes? Oh, so horrible the bus. Oh, Shakti is not fulfilling the promise. Look at, I'm so sad with the bus. It's so terrible bus. But in liberation, yes, she fulfilled the promise. At that time, you realize that all your previous viewpoints about the world were wrong. That the world is to make you unhappy or to torture you. It was wrong. Because Shakti, at this time, fulfilled her promise. This is liberation. That's why we have this saying. And in this fourth way, they have another saying. They have this that is for your development. Both are right. So when you have this viewpoint, yes, instead of being the whole day whining, oh, why this, why that, you say, no, this is for your elevation, your development. It's practical. For example, I don't know, we have some power outage, yes, maybe during this seminar, yes, be warned, because it's GANESHPURI, it's very little town in the middle of a forest, big forest. So we have a power outage and we are with the videos, with the teachings, okay. We cut, yes, gently. We don't go crazy. We don't start to say Shiva is abandoning us. No, it's part of our elevation. So through this bad thing, we learn and we develop patience, virtues. You understand? This is the teaching. Or you can go the other way, yes, to go crazy, to protest, to say why me, why this is the path of samsara. You encourage this attitude in you, you will be more in samsara, more in bondage. Because the more you speak your negativities, the bigger your negativity will be. So when you are negative inside, don't speak about this. Be silent. So your negativity will decrease. If you speak, they grow, they increase. So this is another many. So, for example, there were a lot of travel to come here, for me to come here. Yes, the distance, many problems, the place we need, da. So imagine we had to cancel the trip. Yes, so you can take it in a negative way. So why this? Oh, look at this money we spent and now it's useless. Oh, da. Or in a positive way for your development. Oh, thank you, Shiva, for saving me from some tragedy, maybe with the plane, maybe with the weather, maybe with some sickness. Yes, this is positive. You take apparently bad things to grow. You understand? This is the meaning. In the case of liberation, obviously, you are not thinking positive thing. You are enjoying only because it's Shakti is fulfilling. Yes. So 2 ways to understand this fully enjoy or to develop. 2 ways to understand the same teachings. Aphorism 33. Short but long commentary. Mukteh paramashesherna sartam jivitam. Life makes full sense after liberation. So after liberation, you start to really enjoy life. Before is the preparation to enjoy. So what is the meaning of this? You are meditating, yes? Namaḥ śivāya, namaḥ śivāya, namaḥ śivāya. Suffer the process. You concentrate on namaḥ śivāya next. On namaḥ śivāya, namaḥ śivāya, namaḥ śivāya, and next. Suffer because you have to return, you have to control, you have to grab, you have to suffer. But after, in liberation, when you attain samadhi, yes, and after liberation, you enjoy only. You don't meditate on namaḥ śivāya. You only enjoy bliss, internal bliss, yes. Relax your effort. Relax your effort. You are active, but not like before. Not with suffering. You are active with bliss. You are active because you remember Shiva all the time, but with bliss. In fact, it's automatic. It's not that you are doing something. It's automatic. The remembrance, the paramarsha, yes, of the Lord is automatic. So, you are in bondage now, take this bondage like your preparation for enjoying later. Yes. Don't take it negatively. Ignorant people, yes, they can take it negatively because they don't have any liberation in the future. Yes, at least not in the near future. So they can be negative because they say, well, what's the point of suffering? In your case, that's why Muktānanda, if my memory serves me well again, yes, told a person, but because the person asked something to him, but I can understand that common people can be sad, not the whole day, but sometimes, whining, yes, whining about this or what, all the time with the, when you are protesting all the time with your back bending your back, yes, and this and that. But a disciple of a guru, yes, all the time like this is not accepted. Disciple of with Kundalini awakened with the grace of Shiva around, yes, even if he has some distress in life, yes, but he cannot be so negative, yes, all the time, like so he's carrying the burden of all the universe, yes, why like this? So sad. That's no excuse. Obviously, he cannot be happy like a liberated yogi, but he's a disciple. He lives in a fortress of Shakti. He's protected from many dangers, yes, by this power around him. So why so sad? There's no excuse, no reason. Muktānanda's teaching. First sentence, short with synonyms. Mukteh param mokshat paschat aseshena sartam jivitam nikilena artham vito jivaha. Life or existence makes full sense, that is completely full of meaning after liberation or emancipation. So life, yes, jivita or jiva, makes full sense. Ashershena sartam, yes, with artam, yes, with sense, with meaning. Ashershena, yes, full. That is, it's completely full of meaning, yes, nikilena, ashershena, nikilena, full, yes, it's nikilena completely, ashershena completely or fully. Artambita, yes, arambita, full of meaning. After param or paschat, the synonym, liberation, mukti or emancipation, moksha. Second sentence, pran mukter bandha pade muktireva garishtartha samyak bhoga swachandya bhavatvat paramartha graharna bhavatvat chidanandaika gana rupas swasvabhavakyatya bhavatvat tanmaya krita swapna darshana darshana bhavatvan muktya parancha paramartho palabdher paramarthato vishwadarshanato kilenarthe petah swajivito bhavati paramashivatmano matmano bhuta swarupasya virata graharna deva. So imagine the long commentary on the side will have it. Because in the night, but now in the night I cannot, yes, because I need to sleep well now. But during the day, you start to become right, and you can go nuts. Yes. When you realize, you say, oh, this, my God. And before liberation, in the state of bondage, only liberation is the most important thing, as there is no freedom to fully enjoy, simply because one does not perceive the highest reality. That is, because one does not realize his own essential nature, which is one compact mass of consciousness and bliss, and instead one sees a dream manufactured by his Maya. And after liberation, since there is realization of the highest reality, that is, since one sees the universe such as it is, one's life is totally replete with meaning on account of the constant perception of the wondrous essential nature that is Paramashiva. Well, evidently I wanted to be pompous with this. And before liberation, yes, Mukteh Prak or Prak Mukteh, before, Prak, yes, Purva, Prak, the same. Mukteh, in genitive case, yes, Mukti, Mukteh. In the state of bond, yes, in the Bandhapade, in the Pada or bond, or Bandha or bondage. Only liberation, Mukti Eva, yes, only Eva, Mukti Eva, is the most important thing. Garishtarta is the Garishta. Garishta comes from the adjective superlative, Ishta, adjective, Guru. Guru, heavy. Yes, Guru is the teacher, but Guru is heavy. Heavy in knowledge. But the literal meaning is heavy. Garishta, the heaviest. So the heaviest, the Garishta, where? The Garishta Artha, the thing. Yes, Artha can mean thing, or object, thing, or meaning, or wealth. Remember Artha. So the most important thing, so the heaviest thing, because there is no freedom, yes, Swachandya Bhavat, due to the absence of freedom, to fully enjoy Samyak Bhoga, yes, full Bhoga, full enjoyment. Simply why? Because one does not perceive Grahana Bhavatvat, yes, because there is absence of perception. The highest reality, Paramartha, yes, the highest Artha reality. That is because one does not realize, yes, because there is absence of Khyati, of realization. His own essential nature, his own Svabhava, which is one compact mass, Eka, one, Ghanarupa, is one compact mass of consciousness and bliss, Chidananda. And instead, one sees Darshana Bhavatat, Twat, yes, because there is the presence of this kind of seeing, yes, this kind of vision. One sees a dream, yes, a swapna, manufactured by his Maya, yes. So this dream is real, it's him, but it's like a dream, because it's not the highest reality as the highest reality is. You have to add this. Yes. It's the highest reality, I'm completely sure, but not like the highest reality it is. High reality is. Since one sees the universe such as it is, manufactured by his Maya, this before liberation. And after liberation, param muktyaha, after liberation, since there is realization, there is upalabdhi of the highest reality of the paramartha, that is, since one sees the universe, vishwa darshanatas, because they are darshan of the universe, such as it is, paramarthatas, as artatas, in the way it is, yes, parama. So paramarthata is like saying, in the way it is supremely, yes, really it is. One's life, swajiva, is totally akilena, replete with meaning, is artopeta, is replete, is full of, is endowed, completely endowed with meaning. Why? On account of the constant perception of this avirata, yes, constant and grahanat perception. Of what? Of the wondrous essential nature. It is adbhuta, yes, this extraordinary, yes, adbhuta, wondrous, amazing, swarupa, essential nature, that is Paramashiva. So when people hear this, they say, what is this? The guy is watching something. No, it's not about watching something. This because he's formless. He cannot be even likita, not even the utlikita, delineated in thought. Vikalpa utkilita. He cannot even be, this is Maharaja teaching, he cannot even be delineated in thought. So how to see Jiva like a vision? No. It's because the yogi is experiencing the emergence of his essential nature. The essential nature, Udyamo Bhairavaha, aphorism 5 of Shiva Sutras. Bhairava, the essential nature is Bhairava, yes, Paramashiva, Bhairava, Parabhairava, Brahma, the same. Is this essential nature emerging, Udyama. It emerges when he likes to. Yes, but in the liberated person, it emerges at will. Because why? It's at will. The liberated person doesn't have to wait for the emergence of. This is only the yogi that is about to get liberation, but not in the liberated person. Why? He doesn't have to wait for the emergence of the essential nature.
So his will is the will of Shiva.
Because he is Paramashiva.
It's already reached.
So it's emerge, yes? Bliss, yes. This is a wonder, yes, to feel bliss. Kundalini is up to Sahasrara, yes, and join to Paramashiva, bliss. This is the wonder. It's not that he's seeing Shiva coming with 4 arms, yes, on 5 heads. So this is the dualism. Forget it. Yes, after people say, oh, I never see I never see anything. Why? It's better, but Shiva is formless. Yes, it's not a consolation; it's a reality. So it emerges like consciousness and bliss. Yes, it's so very obvious for you. Emerges. I feel bliss. When you're not liberated, you have to wait for. You meditate, and all of a sudden come. Yes, but you cannot control it at will. You have to wait. She comes like a reward for your effort, for your sadhana, in order to release fatigue, yes, to remove fatigue. Not release, remove fatigue, yes. Okay. This is the meaning. Now a little break, final break before lunch. Next we continue with this seminar for 20 minutes and it's a break for lunch. So this is the penultimate break before lunch. Om Namah Shivāya.